Datta, Sri Guru Datta.
Jai Guru 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 Datta, Sri Guru Datta.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namo Namaha. Harihi Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Jai Guru Datta and welcome to Datta Arpanam with your hostess Ravita Singh. Unfortunately, Rishi couldn't be here today, but on behalf of both of us, Swagatam and thank you for tuning in to Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Parama Pujya Dr. Shri 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 Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji of Avadhuta Dattapitam in Mysuru. Today's program begins with the offering of pranams, gratitude, and this invocation prayer at the sacred feet of beloved Sadgurudeva Datta Prabhu Pujya Sri Swamiji, as this program, possible only through His divine grace, is offered to him. Please join His second in command, Pujya Sri 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 Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji, now in worship.
Shri Ganeshaya Namaha, Shri Saraswatyai Namaha, Shri Padavallabha Narasimha Saraswati, Shri Guru Dattatreya Namaha, Shri Ganapati Satchidananda Sadgurubhyo Namaha. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gururdevo Maheshwarah, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Bhuyuta Shri Hari Chinnhitabhyam Agastya Rekhadi Bhiranchitabhyam Nigodha Bijakshara Mudritabhyam Namo Namah Sadguru Padukabhyam. गणपति गुरुमेकं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं विबुधनिवह सेव्यं योगमार्गाधिरूढं शरणमुपगतानामार्तिसङ्घाद्रिवज्रं मम हृदयनिवासं भक्तिनम्रो नमामि, Bhaktinamro Namami.
Once again, everyone, Swagatam, and thank you for tuning in to this morning's episode of Datta Arpanam. Today's program is being brought to you through the kind courtesy of Ramlal Educational Institute of number 12 Exchange Lots, Couva, Valini's Drug Mart Limited of 58 to 60 Sutton Street, San Fernando, Debe Supermart Limited of 182 SS Aaron Road, Debe, and Kokie Supermart Limited of 14 Naparima Mayara Road, San Fernando. Over recent weeks on Datta Arpanam, you have been hearing the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam. Over the past 2 weeks, discussion centered around the segment of the story where Bhrigu Maharishi kicked the chest of Mahavishnu. This, as you heard, was a particularly important incident in the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam, and soon you will come to know why. But for now, before we proceed with today's hour of devotion and contemplation, let us join in worshipping the remover of obstacles, Lord Ganapati. Please open the Bhajan Mala app or visit the website www.bhajanmala.com, enter Bhajan ID number 38 and join in devotional singing.
जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी शंभो नंदन कल्याणकारी शंभो नंदन कल्याणकारी गौरीश नंदन जनहितकारी गौरीश नंदन जनहितकारी जनहितकारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी शरणतिकारी आए हैं हम शरणतिकारी जय आदिनायक मूलाधारी जय आदिनायक मूलाधारी मूलाधारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी विघ्न विनाशक संकटहारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी मति संचारी सिद्धि बुद्धि है मति संचारी सच्चिदानंद महाउपकारी सच्चिदानंद महाउपकारी महाउपकारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी जय जय गणपति मंगलकारी विघ्न विनाशक Sankatahari, Vighna Vinashaka, Sankatahari. Jai Jai Ganapati, Mangalakari, 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 Mangalakari.
Parama Pujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji, also known as Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu, has said that it is the duty of every human being to understand that the goal of life is self-realization. The individual self or Jivatma is a part of the universal self or Paramatma. They are not different but are actually one and the same. But for us to realize this truth, great effort or great sadhana is needed. And what is one of the greatest sadhanas in Kali Yuga? It is, of course, Divya Nama Sankirtanam. Srimad Bhagavatam tells us that in this age of Kali, singing the praises of God is the surest way to moksha or liberation. And what is moksha or liberation? It is realization or a true awareness of the oneness of Jivatma and Paramatma. How grateful we are to Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu for giving us bhajans like the one you just heard. His bhajans are not mere words put to song, but instead they are Vedanta put to song. You are listening to Datta Arpanam, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Today, before we move forward with the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam, let us join in worshipping Naranarayana Maharishis, Goddess Saraswati, and Sage Vyasa. Narayanam Namaskritya Naran Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet. So far in the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam, you heard that once Narada Maharishi came down to earth to participate in a grand yajna which all the great earthly saints were conducting on the banks of the river Ganga. Sage Narada, for the welfare of all, asked the other sages about the recipient of the yajna offerings. Who, he asked, is the most supreme of the Trimurtis? Bhrigu Maharishi was the one chosen by the other sages to find the answers to these questions. He decided to observe the Trimurtis before making his decision. But feeling that each of the Trimurtis did not give him the attention he sought, the sage became increasingly angry until, when he went to Vaikuntha, he kicked Lord Vishnu in the chest. But as you heard last week, Lord Vishnu is the all-knowing father and grandfather of all. And so, knowing that the Maharishi was upset about how his pilgrimage had gone thus far, the Lord forgave the Maharishi's sin, washed the feet of the sage, sprinkled the water upon his head, used his own clothing to dry the sage's feet, and then massaged the sage's feet. When he did this, the eye of ego, which was located under the sage's feet, was pierced. With this, Bhrigu Maharishi's fury dissipated and was replaced with reverence. And now, having completed that brief recap of the story told thus far, let us move on. Last week you heard that Lord Vishnu's response to the sage kicking his chest was a response which demonstrated the love of a father. But the week before that, you heard that Goddess Lakshmi, who resides in that chest which was kicked, Goddess Lakshmi was upset by the sage's insult and by Lord Vishnu's reaction to the sage. She was upset that Lord Vishnu did not get angry at the sage for kicking him. So, what happened then? Well, initially, after the incident took place, Lakshmi Devi was too stunned to react. But after some time, unable to bear the insult, she turned to Lord Vishnu and shouted at him, saying that the place where Bhrigu Maharishi kicked is the place where she resides. Lakshmi Devi, as you have been hearing, resides in the chest, and more specifically, in the heart of Lord Vishnu. So even if Lord Vishnu could forgive Bhrigu Maharishi, Mother Lakshmi could not. Addressing Lord Vishnu, she said, "Your devotee has insulted me. Any husband would be very angry if his wife is insulted, but you remained quiet. You even worshipped that man and drank the water used to wash his feet. Those feet are infected feet. You even took lotion and applied it to his feet. Before I could even realize what was happening, you were worshipping that man. I don't know what else you might do. How can I keep my head high in society now? Even common folk will laugh at me. You might not feel you were insulted. You may even be calm when people speak about this incident, but I can no longer tolerate it. You can stand it, but I cannot stand it, not even for a second. I will not stay in a place where I am insulted. I am going to Bhuloka. I am going to earth." With these words, Lakshmi Devi left Vaikuntha and headed for earth. It didn't matter how much Lord Vishnu tried his best to pacify her and pleaded with her to not go, Goddess Lakshmi refused to listen. She descended from Vaikuntha to earth with Lord Vishnu following her, calling, "Lakshmi! Lakshmi!" When the divine couple left Vaikuntha, the golden glow of that place diminished, but on earth, all the sages were happy that the divine couple was approaching. At the same time, they felt sad for them. The celestials shed tears of happiness upon seeing the efforts of the divine couple to protect their children. They were all praying with devotion. This, listeners, is the greatness of Mother. This is actually her divine play. Mother Lakshmi came up with this plan to get the Lord to come down to earth. She had actually moved out of her usual resting place in his chest just before the sage had kicked Lord Sri Hari. Through this incident, she made room for the divine play to take place. She brought Paramatman down to earth to protect their children. Things would have been completely different had Bhrigu Maharishi not delivered that kick. So, listeners, what a debt of gratitude we owe to Goddess Lakshmi for orchestrating this entire episode that led to the divine couple leaving Vaikuntha to come to earth. There is a bhajan, Narahari Sundari Jaya Lakshmi, which was composed by Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu, which in itself, honestly, could form the basis of an entire series on Datta Arpanam. And perhaps by Datta Sadguru's grace, one day that series will take place. But for now, remembering the words of the third charanam of that bhajan, let us join Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu in singing this true piece of Vedanta Putta song. You can find the words to the bhajan by entering bhajan ID number 317 on the Bhajan Mala app or website. But just before the bhajan is played, you just specifically heard mention of the third charanam of that bhajan. Well, this bhajan tells so many stories of roles played by Goddess Lakshmi during different incarnations of Lord Sri Hari. But in the third charanam specifically, reference is made to the Lord's incarnation as Venkateshwara Swami. In this charanam, the third charanam, Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu worships Goddess Lakshmi, saying, "You were furious with Lord Vishnu, who was shamefully humble towards sage Bhrigu, and you drove him," meaning Lord Vishnu, into debts that cannot be cleared until the end of this Kali Yuga. And then the bhajan ends by saying to Mother Lakshmi, "You bless the devout and our Mother Trinity. To me, you are Sat, Chit and Ananda." Listeners, there are no words to describe the beauty and divinity within the words of this bhajan. Please take this opportunity to join in singing such Vedanta Putta song. Once again, the bhajan ID number is 317.
शंकराचार्य की तप्त सुवर्ण वर्षोदये सद्विप्र सौभाग्यदान प्रिये मित्रार्पितात्यल्पपक्षैक सुप्रीत हरिवल्लभे सद्य कुचेलैक लभ्ये शुभे कर्दमानंद चिक्लीत सत्पुत्र संसेविते सन्मौनि वृत्पद्म संभाविते प्रह्लाद संरक्षणोद्रिक्त नरसिंह शांति प्रदे प्रख्यापित औदुम्बरोध्यसुधे सविलक्ष कमलाक्ष सुक्रोधने भृगुमौनि सुविनीत सविलक्ष कमलाक्ष सुक्रोधने कल्यंत संभाव्य ऋण कल्पने केदार संघर्ष वेला जनि प्राप्त सीताभिदे श्रीराम वंशैक भूति प्रदे क्षीरवारासि गर्भोदिताचाभ्युते मन्दार पीयूष चन्द्रानुजे तुण्डाग्रतरत्न कुम्भोज्जित क्षीर संसेचिते ऐश्वर्य निष्यन्द्य दिव्यत्कृपे सन्दीपनुद्योग दीक्षासि तुर्येद्वये श्रीदत्तदेवेसि अनगाम्बिके भक्तानुकम्पासि त्रैमात्रिका चासि श्रीवाण्युमे त्वं सच्चिदानन्द रूपासि मे
As if it is not enough that Datta Nada Prabhu Ganapati Swamiji put so many stories from our scriptures into that one devotional song, he also set the song to Dharmavati Ragam. And an interesting thing about Dharmavati Ragam is that it is particularly helpful for eye problems. And what's even more interesting is that when we have problems with our physical eyes, we do not see well. But bhajans like this one, which are not only set to a healing ragam for the eyes, but which are also laden with Vedanta, bhajans like this one not only help our physical eyesight when we listen to them regularly, but they also help us to see beyond the physical. They help us to see the subtle. They bring us closer to the truth. They lead us towards realization of the self or moksha. That is the beauty of Divya Nama Sankirtanam. Beauty and power. How apt it is that Ganapati Swamiji, the one who composed and rendered that bhajan, and the one who is a present-day incarnation of the aspect of Lord Dattatreya, how apt it is that he is addressed as Datta Nada Prabhu. He is Datta, he is Nada or sound, he is Prabhu or our Lord. Jaya Guru Datta, Jaya Datta Nada Prabhu. You are listening to Datta Arpanam. Thank you for tuning in to today's offering, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu, and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Today you have been hearing that, angered that Lord Vishnu had worshipped Bhrigu Maharishi after the sage had kicked the Lord's chest, that same chest where Goddess Lakshmi resides, Mother Lakshmi left Vaikuntha and headed for Bhuloka or earth. Goddess Lakshmi crossed all the worlds. She was traveling at such a pace that Mahavishnu was unable to catch up to her. He ran after her. Meanwhile, Lakshmi Devi saw a mountain to the north of the river Swarnamukhi on earth. She placed her foot there and then vanished from that spot. After some time, she again appeared, this time at Karavirapuram. There she went into deep meditation. Meanwhile, Lord Sri Hari, who was following Goddess Lakshmi and trying to catch up to her, that Lord also stepped on the earth at that same place, that same mountain where Lakshmi Devi had first stepped. Instantly, that mountain turned into Ananda Nilaya, or Vaikuntha on earth. All stones turned into sacred stones or salagramas. All plants turned into medicinal plants. All the rivers turned into sacred rivers. The deities followed Lord Sri Hari as he descended from Vaikuntha to earth. All those deities then settled on that mountain where the Lord and Goddess Lakshmi had first stepped on earth. The deities then started praying to Varaha Vishnumurti. So listeners, let us too now join in worshipping Varaha Swami. Please open the Bhajan Mala app or website to Bhajan ID number 441 and join in this musical offering.
వరాహస్వామికి శ్రీహరికి వరాల కొండకు నమో నమో.
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 ధరణీ దేవిని ఉద్ధరించిన
ధరణీ దేవిని ఉద్ధరించిన
కోరల బలముకు నమో నమో.
కోరల బలముకు నమో నమో.
హిరణ్యాక్షుని సంహరించిన
హిరణ్యాక్షుని సంహరించిన
హరిశౌర్యానికి నమో నమో.
హరిశౌర్యానికి నమో నమో.
వరాహస్వామికి శ్రీహరికి వరాల కొండకు నమో నమో.
వరాహస్వామికి శ్రీహరికి వరాల కొండకు నమో నమో.
శ్రీనివాసుకు స్థలమును ఇచ్చిన
శ్రీనివాసపు స్థలమును ఇచ్చిన
శ్రీనిధిపతికి నమో నమో.
శ్రీనిధిపతికి నమో నమో.
వాణి సన్నుత మృదుపద దేవుకు
వాణి సన్నుత మృదువర దేవుకు
సచిదానందకు నమో నమో.
సచిదానందకు నమో నమో.
సచిదానందకు నమో నమో.
సచిదానందకు నమో నమో.
వరాహస్వామికి శ్రీహరికి వరాల కొండకు నమో నమో.
వరాహస్వామికి శ్రీహరికి వరాల కొండకు నమో నమో.
వరాల కొండకు నమో నమో.
వరాల కొండకు నమో నమో.
జై బోలో వరాహస్వామికి
జై
సద్గురునాథ మహారాజ్ की
జై.
Such a unique and beautiful bhajan composed by Pujya Sri Datta Prabhu Ganapati Swamiji and rendered by his second in command, Pujya Sri Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji, here on Datta Arpanam. Thank you once again for joining in this Sandhya hour of devotion, which is coming to you on 103.1 FM through the grace of Pujya Sri Datta Prabhu and thanks to the sponsorship by Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, Valini's Drug Mart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. Today you heard that while Goddess Lakshmi seemed to react with anger to Lord Vishnu worshipping Bhrigu Maharishi after the sage had kicked the spot where that mother resides, this was all just a part of her Leela. She had actually moved from her usual resting place just before the sage kicked Mahavishnu's chest. But for the sake of all beings on earth, the Divine Mother reacted with anger so that she would have a reason to flee Vaikuntha, come down to earth, and have Lord Vishnu follow her and so also come to earth. That Divine Mother acted out of love for her children, for all of those who lived on earth. And this is why, as you heard when the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam was going on, the point at which Narada Maharishi asked who was the most important of the Trimurtis, and the point at which Bhrigu Maharishi kicked Lord Sri Hari's chest, were two key occurrences in this story. Had Narada Maharishi not asked the question, the sages would not have assigned Bhrigu Maharishi the task of answering the question. Had the sage not been tasked with answering that question, he would not have gone to Satyaloka, Kailasa, and Vaikuntha. And had he not been frustrated after first visiting Satyaloka and then Kailasa, his anger probably would not have built up to the point where, out of rage and frustration, he kicked Mahavishnu. And had he not kicked Mahavishnu, Goddess Lakshmi would not have descended to earth at that time. And had she not descended to earth, the Lord would not have descended to earth in pursuit of her. So Narada Maharishi, Bhrigu Maharishi, and Goddess Lakshmi all played pivotal roles in Lord Sri Hari descending to earth. Of course, the Trimurti also played a pivotal role in all of this. Had Bhrigu Maharishi not been upset after visiting Lord Brahma in Satyaloka and Lord Shiva in Kailasa, his anger may not have reached the crescendo it did in Vaikuntha enough for him to kick the chest of Lord Vishnu. And had Lord Sri Hari in Vaikuntha not showed compassion towards Bhrigu Maharishi, then Goddess Lakshmi would not have had reason to appear angry at him. This feigned anger was her basis or her reason for descending to earth. And listeners, there's an important takeaway lesson from all of this. Not everything is always as it might appear to be. Sometimes we may hear Pujya Sri Swamiji speak a certain way or see him act a certain way, but we should never doubt his words or actions. Only he knows the full picture. Only he understands his leelas or his divine plays. All that he does for our sake, because we are his children and he loves us. So never question him. Never question his judgment. Instead, pray for the strength, faith, and courage to pass any test to which he may subject you. I sincerely hope that everyone listening today likes and follows the SGS Posts page on Facebook. Recently, I was going through some SGS posts and I came across one that really resonated with me. On it, Pujya Sri Swamiji said, "Pray to God thus. You give us what you want, good or bad. If you give us bad, give us the strength to face it. If you give us good, keep away ego from us. Whatever you give me is for my benefit." So listeners, again, just to reiterate the point, nothing that Datta Nara Prabhu does, he does for his own sake. He does it all for us. You heard on a recent episode of Datta Arpanam how much suffering different incarnations have had to face. Pujya Sri Datta Nara Prabhu is no different. And again, he did not incarnate for his benefit, but for ours. He is the light which will follow us and light our path even in our darkest moments. To such a divine light, let us show our gratitude as we once again join in Divya Nama Sankirtanam.
Oh my Guru infinite, Datta I pray show me light. Oh my Guru infinite, Datta I pray show me light. Oh my Guru infinite, Datta I pray show me light. Oh my Guru infinite, Datta I pray show me light. Keep my mind always right, give me might, help me fight. Keep my mind always right, give me might, help me fight. Oh my Guru infinite, Datta I pray show me light. Oh my Guru infinite, Datta I pray show me light. My Guru infinite, Datta I pray show me light. Fill my heart with morality. Fill my heart with morality. Help me serve humanity.
Fill my heart with morality. Help me serve humanity. My heart with morality. Help me serve humanity.
Fill my heart with morality. Help me serve humanity.
Fill my heart with morality. Help me serve humanity.
Bless me always, O Trinity. Bless me always, O Trinity. Bless me always, O Trinity. Lead me to eternity. Lead me to eternity. Lead me to eternity. Lead me to eternity.
Oh my Guru infinite, Datta, I pray show me light.
Oh my Guru infinite, Datta, I pray show me light. Kill my ego, open my eyes. Kill my ego, open my eyes. Show your form, give me peace. Show your form, give me peace. Kill my ego, open my eyes. Show your form, give me peace.
Show your form,
Give me peace. Clean my mind, make me wise.
my mind,
Make me wise. Clean my mind, make me wise.
in my mind, make me wise.
Your grace is the greatest prize.
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 Oh my Guru infinite, Datta, I pray show me light.
Oh my Guru infinite, Datta, I pray show me light.
Pardon me, take me along. Pardon me, take me along.
Pardon me,
Take me along. My journey is very long.
very long.
My journey is very long.
My journey is very long.
Make my tongue sing your song.
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 Satchidananda, make me strong. Satchidananda,
Make me strong.
make me strong.
Chidananda, make me strong.
Oh my Guru infinite, Datta, I pray show me light.
Oh my Guru infinite, Datta, I pray show me light.
Oh my Guru infinite, Datta, I pray show me light.
Oh my Guru infinite, Datta, I pray show me light.
Datta, I pray show me light.
Datta, I pray show me light.
Show me light.
Show me light.
Show me light.
What a powerful and meaningful prayer. You were just listening to Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu here on Datta Arpanam. Today, as the story of Srinivasa Kalyanam continued, you heard that both Goddess Lakshmi and Mahavishnu descended to earth. And if we look at that word or the name Srinivasa, it in itself reminds us of the story we have heard over these past 3 episodes of Datta Arpanam. That word Srinivasa is made up of 2 words, Shri meaning Goddess Lakshmi and Nivasa meaning home or abode. Since Goddess Lakshmi resides in the heart of Mahavishnu, that Lord is the home of Goddess Lakshmi. In other words, he is Sri Nivasa. To that Lord Srinivasa, worship is now offered.
Eki Srinivasa, Pahi Venkatesha. Eki Srinivasa, Pahi Venkatesha. Kamhite Vibhasa, Trahi Papanasha. Kamhite Vibhasa, श्रीनिवास पाहि वेङ्कटेश देहि मे ग्रे देहि चित्ते श्रीनिवास पाहि वेङ्कटेश त्वं हि देवि भासा त्राहि पापनाश त्वं हि देवि भासा त्राहि पापनाश पादेस्ति महिमा लक्ष्मी रुरसितेस्ति पादेस्ति महिमा लक्ष्मी रुरसितेस्ति नेत्रे तेस्ति करुणा सर्वत्रास्ति च सुधा नेत्रे तेस्ति करुणा सर्वत्रास्ति च सुधा श्रीनिवास पाहि वेङ्कटेश त्वं हि देवि भासा त्राहि पापनाश त्वं हि देवि भासा त्राहि पापनाश त्वमे ज्योतिरीश त्वमे प्राण एव त्वमे ज्योतिरीश त्वमे प्राण एव त्वमे संविदच्छ सच्चिदानन्दरूप त्वमे संविदच्छ सच्चिदानन्दरूप श्रीनिवास पाहि वेङ्कटेश त्वं हि देवि भासा त्राहि पापनाश देवि भासा त्राहि पापनाश श्रीनिवास पाहि वेङ्कटेश श्रीनिवास पाहि वेङ्कटेश
Listeners, what a beautiful note on which to begin to wrap up today's episode of Srinivasa Kalyanam on Datta Arpanam. Pranams and gratitude are offered at the divine feet of beloved Sadgurudeva, Parama Pujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji and Sri Datta Vijayananda Tirtha Swamiji, without whose teachings, compassion, love, guidance and music, this program would not exist. May Pujya Sri Datta Nada Prabhu and Pujya Sri Swamiji kindly forgive any errors which may have been committed in preparing or in sharing today's episode of Datta Arpanam, and may they guide us to avoid such errors in the future. Special thanks are extended to the staff at 103.1 FM and to the sponsors of Datta Arpanam: Valini's Drug Mart Limited, Ramlal Educational Institute, Debe Supermart Limited, and Kokie Supermart Limited. And of course, dear listener, an extra special thank you is extended to you for sharing this devotional hour with me. If you would like to listen to today's program again, check out the Datta Arpanam Facebook page, where later this week, the YouTube link for today's episode will be shared. Once again, everyone, thank you for tuning in today. You are invited to please tune in to 103.1 FM again next Sunday at 6 a.m. Atlantic Standard Time for another episode of Datta Arpanam, a showcase of the life, music and teachings of His Holiness Paramapujya Sri Ganapati Satchidananda Swamiji. Jai Guru Datta everyone. Shri Guru Datta. Harihi Om Tat Sat.
మాలా కమండలుల సేకరణీ చలామా డమరు త్రిశూలవచలాకరమా విరాజే ऊंचाद्विहस्तकमले शुभ शङ्खचक्रशोभे एवानमो विधिहरीश स्वरूपदत्ता जय योगेश्वर दत्त दयाळ तुझयत जगमां प्रतिपाळ अत्र न सूया करी निमित्त प्रगट्यो जग कारण निश्चित ब्रह्मा हरिहरनो अवतार शरणागतनो तारणहार अंतर्यामी सच्चित सुख बकार सद्गुरु द्विभुज सुमुख जोड़ी अन्नपूर्णा करमाक शांति कमंडल कर सोहाय क्याय चतुर्भुज षड्भुज सार अनंत बाहु तू निर्धार आव्यो शरणे बाळ अजान ऊठ दिगंबर चाಳ್ಯ प्राण तुणी अर्जुन केरो साध रिज्यो पूर्वे तू साक्षात रिद्धि रिद्धि सिद्धि अपार अंते मुक्ति महापद सार कीधो आजे केम विलंब तुझे बिन मुझने ना आलंब विष्णु शर्म द्विजतार्यो येम जम्यो श्राद्ध मां तेखी प्रेम जम्ब दैत्य थी त्रास्या देव कीधि मघेरत त्याम ततखेव विस्तारे मायादिति सुत इंद्र करे घाणाव्यो तुर्त एवी लीला कई कई सर्व विधि वर्णवे कोते सर्व दोड्या आयु सुतने काम कीधो गेने ते निष्काम बोध्याय दुने परशुराम साध्य देव प्रहलाद अकाम देवी तारी कृपा अगाध केम सुने ना मारो साध दोड़ अंत ना देव अनंत माँ कर अधवच शिशुनो अंत जोगी द्विज श्री केरो स्नेह तयो पुत्र तु निस्संदेह प्रतृगामी कलितार कृपाल तार्यो धोबी छेक गमार पेट पीडती तार्यो विप्र ब्राह्मण शेठ उगार्यो क्षिप्र करे के मना मारी वार जो आणी गमये कजवार शुष्क काष्टने आण्या पत्र तयो के मऊदासीन अत्र जर्जर वंध्या केरा स्वप्ने कर्य सफलते सुतना कृत्न करीदूर ब्राह्मणनो कोड ईधा पूर्ण येना कोड वंध्याबे सुदुजवी देव हरियुदरिद्र ते थत केव झालर कागिने रिज्योयेम दीधो सुवर्ण घट सप्रेम ब्राह्मण स्त्रीनो मृत भरथार किधो सजीवन ते निर्धार पिशाच पीड़ा की थी दूर विप्रपुत्र मूटाड्यो शूर हरि विप्रमद अंत्य जगात रक्ष्यो भक्त त्रिविक्रमतात निमेष मात्रे तंतुकयेक पहुंचाड्यो श्री शैले देख एकी साथे 8 स्वरूप धरी देव बहुरूप अरूप संतोष्या निज भक्त सुजात आपी परचा वो साक्षात यवन राजनी थाड़ी पीड़ जात पतनी तने न चीड़ राम कृष्ण रूपे तेयेम ईधी लीला वो कैतेम तार्यापत्तर गणिका व्याध पशु पंकिपण तुजने साध अधमोद्धारण तारूनाम कातसरे न शाशाकाम आदि व्याधि उपाधि सर्वे तळे स्मरण मात्राथी सर्वे मूठ छोट ना लागे जान पामे नर स्मरणे निर्वाण ठाकण शाकण भेसासुर भूत पिचाचो जंद असुर नासे मुट्टी दयिने तूर्त दत्त धून सांबळता मूर्त करी धूप गाये जयेम दत्त भावनी आस प्रेम सुधरे तेना भन्ने लोक रहे न तेने क्या ये शोक दासी सिद्धि तेनी थाय दुख दरिद्र तेनाम जाय भावन गुरुवारे नितनेम करे पाठ भावन सप्रेम यथावकाशे नित्य नियम तेने कदीन दंडेयम अनेक रूपे गेज अभंग भजत नडे न माया रंग सहस्र नामे नामी एक दत्त दिगंबर असंग छेक वंदू तुझने वारंवार वेद स्वसतारा निरधार ठाके वर्णवताज्याम शेख को नरांकहु बहुकृत वेश अनुभव तृप्ति नो उद्गार सुनी घसे ते खासे मार तपसी तत्वमसी ये देव बोलो जय जय श्री गुरुदेव बोलो जय जय श्री गुरुदेव बोलो जय जय श्री गुरुदेव श्री गुरुदेव श्री गुरुदेव श्री गुरुदेव।
ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम तत्सत।